Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's fall and it's time to clean up some leaves. Let me show you the yard before and I'll show you the yard after. Let's go. All right, they've really kind of just started to heavily fall, so this is actually not bad. I've cleaned up the leaves once or twice already, and honestly, you could just leave them, but it is cumulative. You want to get out about once a week and clean these leaves up off your grass, particularly if you're like me and you just seeded cool season fescue. These things will start smothering out that grass. They're going to block the sunlight, they're going to block the water, and they're just going to kind of choke it out. So you got to get these leaves up off of your lawn if you want it to stay nice and healthy and grow. I'm dealing with a lot of leaves though, a ton of trees, and there's a lot left to fall. So my main thing I do when I clean up is I blow them all off of the surfaces, out of the beds, off of the deck, blow them off of the driveway into the yard. And then typically what I'm going to do is mulch mow the front Bermuda, because the cover's just not really that heavy. Then I'll blow them off into the natural area if I need to. And I'll usually come over here on this side strip, and typically I'll bag mow this. You can mulch these leaves into the yard, but once I blow the leaves off of this river area and off of the driveway, there's just too many to mulch up into the lawn. It just ends up smothering it out and choking it. So I'm probably gonna bag up these, bag up the leaves on the new grass above the wall, and it'll probably look about like this by the end of the day. But you got to do it every week if you want to keep a nice looking yard and lawn. And all right, so a couple hours later and it is done. Let's go check out the yard. It won't last long. The leaves are already falling again. All right, so we got them blown off the driveway. First I mulched them up into this area, and then I used the bagger to vacuum all the leaves up. This is the only area that I used the bagger on. The rest of the lawn, I just mulched them up and used the leaf blower. Here's the front Bermuda, just mulched up into there. That's about the greenest that the front lawn has ever been this late into the season. So it's unseasonably warm. I think it was 80 degrees yesterday, but we do have some cooler weather on the horizon. Go Dogs. We've got some rain coming too. It's pretty dry right now, just looking at the lawn, but looks like some pretty good rain tomorrow and a few other days this week. So I'm gonna hold off on irrigation as well. So I just mulched up everything back here behind the fence and used the leaf blower just to kind of blow the particles off and distribute them evenly. You see there's still some leaf, what I call leaf litter, on the yard. That's fine. I'm not super worried about it right now because those little chunks of leaves are actually really good for the soil, and there's still a lot of leaves to fall. Not even half of them have fallen down yet, but overall real happy with the overseed this year. This is a Pennington Elite Turf Type Tall Fescue. I went with this versus the Jonathan Green Shady Nooks seed that I've used in the past. I'm hoping that I get a little bit better drought and summer heat tolerance this year, but we will see. It's still really thin and really new, but it's fine to walk on. Nice and green. I will do one more app of fertilizer on this, but it's going to be a little bit later because the temps are so warm. I wanted to go down as like a winterizer. That's what it looks like. I'm not worried about all the little particles of leaves. Like I said, they'll break down. I just wanted to get the bulk of the leaves off of the yard. All right, well, that's going to do it for today's video. Make sure to get out there and get those leaves off your lawn. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Go Dogs.